Hi there, Kat Lewis here. So I found 3 no phone, no experience needed work from home jobs. And what's really cool, you can earn anywhere from $18 all the way up to $27 per hour depending on the job you take. And one of these I know is going to go really fast, so we're not going to mess around. We're going to jump right into it. So the first one comes to us from the company We Localize. And they help businesses transform their content and data so they can reach, grow, and engage with global audiences. And as far as work is concerned, they take on freelancers to work on projects for their clients. And right now they have an opening for an entry-level AI data rater. This is a freelance remote position, and this is a part-time job. You can set your own schedule as long as you're able to work 10 to 15 hours per week. They'll pay $23 per hour, and you'll become part of the freelance community. So what that means is you'll unlock doors to various other projects based on your availability and your skills. So if you apply for this position, which I know it's going to go fast, that's why I'm putting this one up first, because I know a lot of people are interested in this job. But when you apply for this position, you'll be part of this freelance community and you'll be assigned this kind of job, and any similar jobs you'll be eligible to do. But this is really important to know. When the project is done, you may not have any work to do for a while. So I wouldn't consider this to be stable income, okay? So if this interests you, let's go into the details. So you'll work on projects aimed at advancing AI technologies. You'll be given project-specific guidelines, and you'll research and rate e-commerce data regarding the usefulness of product filters and results. So this is a really easy position for $23 per hour, but remember it is part-time, 10 to 15 hours per week, and you can set your own schedule because you are a freelancer. So if you want to work early mornings, evenings, afternoons, nighttime, whatever works for you. And you don't need any experience for this position. However, you need to be fully proficient in the English language. You must be located in the United States, and you should be web savvy and you're able to work in a fast-paced environment. They prefer you have previous experience in relevance tasks, experience with e-commerce searches and websites. You have excellent online research skills. You also have great attention to detail abilities. So you'll be doing your research during allocated time, working through short throughputs. You need a reliable computer and internet connection. You also need the ability to follow instructions in English and comply with the project conventions and rules expected by the client. And they want you to sign a non-disclosure agreement, and you must pass training and a required quality test before starting work. So if this one interests you, this one pays $23 per hour. It's part-time, it's freelance. Check out the link below for job number 1. Alright, so next up, a position with U.S. Anesthesia Partners, and just like the name implies, they provide anesthesia services. They have an opening for a billing charge entry specialist level 2. This is a full-time remote position in the United States, and I'm just going to scroll down this job lead. I'm looking to see how much this one pays, and I don't see it, so I had to do a little bit of research. So I turned to their profile on Glassdoor, and it looks like they've paid billing entry specialists between $19 and $27 per hour. So in this role, you'll be responsible for entering demographic and insurance information and fixing any eligibility edits. So you'll provide timely and accurate input of demographic and insurance information, manage billing edits and other clarifications. You'll provide support to multiple practices in multiple states in the region, manage quality control of data uploads into the billing system, and other duties as assigned. So a little side note here, I find it kind of funny when a company says other duties as assigned, because a lot of people think that is the BS kind of jobs, which, yeah, it very well could be. But don't let that scare you from applying for this job or any other job where you see that. If it interests you, definitely apply. So they want you to have a high school diploma or a GED, and they prefer you have 1 to 2 years of experience in the same or related field. They also prefer you have a basic understanding of insurance and billing, and both of those are just preferred, they're not required. So you need to have really good keyboarding and data entry skills. They'd like you to be able to type 60 words per minute, and I'll put a link in the description below this video to a typing speed test that you can take. You need to be able to multitask and adapt quickly in a fast-paced work environment. You're comfortable using a computer and you're familiar with Microsoft Word and Excel. You have good verbal and written communication skills. You're able to gather and report information. You're able to learn quickly. You can work on multiple systems at the same time. You have a pleasant disposition. You can work independently with little supervision. And you're able to read, write, and speak English. And I noticed this here. They want you to be able to communicate well with the public. But I didn't read anything in this job description where you'll be making any kind of phone calls to anybody. The majority of what you'll be doing is data entry. If you do have to pick up the phone every once in a while, it's just to get some missing information that you need. So don't really worry about that. This is basically a non-phone position. So if this one interests you, check out the link below for job number 2. The third non-phone, no experience needed work from home job is also with U.S. Anesthesia Partners. This is for a coding administrative assistant, RCM. This is a full-time remote position. And like I always do, I'm going to scroll down to see how much this job pays, and they don't tell us, so again, I had to do some research. I turned to their profile on Glassdoor, and it looks like they have paid coding administrative assistants between $18 and $23 per hour. In this job, you'll perform general clerical duties to include, but not limited to, photocopying, faxing, filing, and mailing claims. You'll also coordinate and maintain records and online access to websites for the staff and help answer general customer questions and/or concerns. And I reached out to them. That's going to be minimal, so that's why I'm considering this a non-phone job. So, on a regular basis, you'll maintain coder requests and OP note request queues, send requested information to hospitals' ASC sites while abiding by HIPAA constraints, print and upload records to the billing system. You'll also email providers for documentation deficiencies with clear and concise verbiage, apply for online access to hospital EMR. You'll also fax requests and information to correct counterpart, scan correspondence into patient accounts, and other duties as assigned by management. So as we read through this, did you notice they didn't mention anything about doing any inbound or outbound calls? So this is pretty much a non-phone job. All you need is a high school diploma or a GED, and they say 0 to 2 years of experience in the same or related field. And that's key, 0 years experience. They prefer you have CPCA or CPC certification, and it's just preferred, it's not required. But they would like you to have an understanding of medical terminology. And I'll put a link to a good resource in the description below this video where you can pick up some medical terminology. You need to be able to uphold patient confidentiality. You also need the ability to understand and work in multiple systems. They'd like you to have a basic understanding of how to read medical records. You're self-motivated. You're able to work in a high-paced production environment. You have great communication skills. You also have skills in gathering and reporting information. They'd like you to have knowledge of the organization's policies, procedures, and systems, and you must have a pleasant disposition, and you're a team player. So if you like this one, check out the link below for job number 3. And remember, this one has the potential to pay between $18 and $23 per hour. All right, we just went over 3 no phone, no experience needed work from home jobs. I hope at least one of these works out for you. But if not, check out this video right here. Hopefully something will work for you. Leave a comment below. Let me know which job you're going for, or if you just want to say hello. And good luck to all of you who apply. And as always, thank you so much for visiting, and I'll meet you on the next job lead.